Hello everyone, I'm Eviana Rizki. In this video, I'm going to explain how to facilitate Pythagoras Theorem learning to blind students. The teaching aid required to familiarize the students with Pythagoras Theorem is a right triangle. This right triangle is made of piece of cardstock paper, so use the thick one. We will place some marks on the model so that the student can recognize the sides and angles. First, we can make some tactile dots and name them.
Membuat tanda yang bisa diraba oleh siswa dengan sebuah titik timbul. Misalnya di sini kita beri nama terlebih dahulu untuk sudut yang ini.
This angle is angle A, this one is angle B, and its perpendicular is angle C. Place a dot on angle A. I'm using a stylus to perforate or mark the angle.
Sudut siku-sikunya merupakan sudut C. Nah, kemudian untuk sudut A, kita bisa beri tanda sebuah titik, jadi satu titik untuk titik A. Di sini saya pergunakan stylus untuk melubangi atau memberi tanda di sudut A. Jadi kita cukup
just press it to make the dot tactile. This is angle A. Then, for angle B, we double the marks to make it different.
Kita beri dua tanda untuk membedakannya. Baik, jadi di sini kalau misalnya diraba akan teraba ada satu titik di sudut.
Alright, when they touch it, they can fill one dot on angle A and two dots on angle B. After we finish marking each dot, we can guide the students to touch the model and let them familiarize themselves with the right triangle. They should learn the right triangle's characteristics of having three angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C. As specified by its name, one of the right triangle's angle is 90 degrees, or perpendicular at angle C. The students can promptly touch the said angle. After they learn the three angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C, we can inform them that the right triangle has three sides. The three sides are the base side.
Terdapat tiga sisi. Tiga sisinya ada sisi alas.
If we position it like this, with angle A at the top, it means the base side is the side from B to C, the BC side. We also have the height side, from angle A to C, the AC side. Also, we have got the hypotenuse leg from angle A to B or the AB side.
Sudut A ke B. Untuk penamaan sisinya, di sini kita bisa beri nama.
To name the sides, we can name the side from angle A to angle B. The side measured from A to B is called AB side.
Sisi AB. Nah, namun selain penamaan dengan nama sisi,
Besides naming it as AB side or based on its angle, we can also name it by its opposite vertex. So, from the hypotenuse side or AB side is the hypotenuse leg opposing angle C.
nah sisi miring ini dia
AB side is perpendicular, opposite to the C vertex, so that we name it the C side. But remember, the C is lowercase.
nama sisinya kita bisa beri nama sisi C, tapi C-nya merupakan C kecil.
Here, we have the AB side or C side. We will refer more to it as C side. C side is the diagonal one or known as the hypotenuse leg.
Hipotenusa. Jadi sisi C merupakan sisi miring atau nama lainnya adalah hipotenusa. Ya, jadi di sini sisi miring, sisi C.
Then, for the other side or the base, there is the BC side. Its opposite angle is angle A. Therefore, its side is called the A side. From the AC side, we can see the opposite vertex is angle B. So, AC side is named B side.
A. Sehingga nama sisinya bisa sisi A kecil. Nah, sisi A kecil ini berarti nama lainnya adalah sisi alas. Nah, selain ada sisi AB, sisi BC, kemudian ada sisi AC. Atau nama lainnya berarti dari sisi AC.
This is the height side, so BC side is A side and AC side is B side.
Nama sisi B kecil. Nah, ini merupakan sisi tinggi.
After students learn about A side, B side, and C side, they can be introduced to the concept of formula.
Setelah siswa sudah memahami ada sisi A, sisi B, dan sisi C.
Pythagoras Theorem states the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides.
Rumusnya itu berbunyi kuadrat dari sisi miring itu sama dengan jumlah kuadrat dari dua sisi lainnya.
So, we can write the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides.
Dari dua sisi lainnya. Sehingga di sini yang menentukan adalah sisi miring. Baik.
The hypotenuse side has the most important role. Alright, then we will write the formula.
Jadi di sisi miring itu C. Kuadrat sisi miring berarti C.
The hypotenuse side is C. The square of the hypotenuse side is C square. The sum of squares of the other two sides is A square plus B square. So, the formula of Pythagoras theorem is C square equals to A square plus B square. If we are trying to calculate the length of C side, we can directly use this formula. But what if the value we're looking for is the other sides, like A side or B side?
Berarti di sini bisa kita modifikasi rumusnya.
It means we can modify the formula. If we are trying to calculate the length of A side, modify the equation into A square equals to C square minus B square.
Dikurang B kuadrat. Jadi karena yang dicari A kuadrat, maka
since we are looking for A square, so we move the B square to the other side of the equation, which means subtracted by. That is for finding the A side. Now, what if we're looking for the B side? Similar to what we did with A, it means B square equals to C square subtracted by A square. Basically, this theory is purposed to determine the length of A side of a right triangle. Well, it turns out that it is quite easy to identify a right triangle from its specific characteristic, where one of the angles is forming a perpendicular 90 degrees. There are two conditions in this theorem. This theorem applies only when there are at least two known values of the right triangle side. Both values must be present to be able to determine the length of the other side, that is. It is possible to use the Pythagoras theorem for another thing besides on flat figure, in which its application will form another right triangle.
Ini bisa digunakan untuk hal lain juga selain dari segitiga siku-siku. Nah, asalkan
for example, in the concept of face diagonal or space diagonal of a square, a rectangle, a rectangular prism, or a cube, we can use the Pythagoras theorem on this topic.
balok ataupun kubus ataupun persegi panjang.
Besides these methods, we can also determine the sides of a right triangle by memorizing triple Pythagoras.
Kita menentukan sisi dari segitiga siku-siku yaitu dengan cara menghafalkan ada triple Pythagoras. Ya, jadi
the term triple Pythagoras occurs in the Pythagoras theorem as three permanent numbers representing the length of the right triangle side. For example, we've got triple Pythagoras of 3, 4, and 5.
Ada triple Pythagoras yang pertama ada angka 3, 4, dan 5.
From these three numbers, we need to remember that the biggest number is the length of the hypotenuse side. So, in the triple Pythagoras or the three-number combination that represent the length of the right triangle sides, the largest number or the longest side is the hypotenuse side. Hypotenuse is the longest side. Always like that. The first triple Pythagoras is 3, 4, and 5, with 5 as the hypotenuse side.
Jadi untuk triple Pythagoras yang pertama adalah 3, 4, dan 5 dengan 5 adalah sisi miring.
From the 3, 4, 5, we can find more number combinations by finding the multiplication of these 3, 4, 5. Like from 3, 4, 5, we'll try to find the multiplication by 2. From 3, we'll get 6, 4 to 8, 5 to 10. So, 6, 8, and 10. is also a triple Pythagoras. We can also try another numbers, still starting from 3, 4, 5. Multiply each by 3. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. Its multiplication will also form the triple Pythagoras, and it is proven that the three numbers represent the length of each side and so on. There are more multiplication and they still belong to triple Pythagoras. That's all I can share about Pythagoras theorem. Thank you.